What's up, guys? Mike in the building. Hey, I'm gonna go over my CMMB trade that I took pre-market, and then I'm gonna go over my CISO short that I took. Okay, I'm really gonna focus on the CMMB real quick before I do that. Again, guys, you guys gotta draw out your zones. All right, zones are super important. These are just some daily zones that I had. This is a 4-hour zone that I got because I wanted to break this up a little bit. Okay, and then more importantly, just to be prepared to have intraday zones. Okay, so this is the pre-market trade that I took. This was actually a nice little flag on the 5, but more importantly, I wanted to make sure that I was trading off proper zones. Okay, now I'm gonna dive back into the book because this is where it's super important. Okay, this is that pullback that I was doing, which was to me again um, very controlled. Okay. More importantly, though, this was an area that I really want to focus on because this is where I saw some seller absorption take place. Okay. Then again with some little spoofs right here to try to hold down um, price action, but some seller came in and did a nice little sweep. Okay. This is where some initiation started. All right. And then again on this pullback right here, you can see that there's a little algo bid or a bidder that kind of caught this other seller. So more selling was absorbed through this. This is a beautiful W pattern too as well. All right. All right. Again, more importantly, this all took place above, right? Sellers were absorbed on a 4-hour supply zone, which was right here. All right. And this is also a daily supply zone right here. Okay. So now, until these break down, they become my demands and areas that I like to trade into. Okay. Um, All right, now as this thing started to take off too, you guys are going to see the control on this too. Very clear with these little spoof offers. All right, there's a lot of buying going on here. You can see all the market buying and selling, right? You can see things kind of, I really think that too many maybe retail traders probably slapped into this pretty too hard, you know. Okay, and then as this pulls back to a previous area of interest, all right, and then again, sellers get absorbed. All right. Now there's no big offers coming down on this. The book's not flipping. Okay. Very, very important to see. All right. There's really no offers coming down. So once this thing reclaims off this false breakdown right here, then we see the book flip at 95 cents, and then about 20K comes in. And so seller tries to come in, and then it gets absorbed again. Okay. This is a phenomenal trade for me in the morning. I started to accumulate down over here when I saw this sandwich right here, and very important that this offer right here was pulled. All right, it was used for control, and then it was pulled. Okay, it was like a really great trade. Um, Another area of consolidation where you can see control over here, but it's very important that we had some bidders, 102s, and then again sellers are being absorbed, sorry. Yeah. All right, again over here, and there's no follow through. It's not like there's any offers coming down on this and trying to hold this down when sellers are sitting here either taking profits or shorting, or whatever the case may be. All right. Again, this thing started to pop up and then consolidate above previous areas of interest. Super important. I did want to see 110 hold, and I mentioned that in chat in our pre-market session. All right, so I was able to get off some 120s, 119s, and then I pretty much close out my position because here is the top coming in, and with no more appetite up here. And this is when I saw this aggressive buyer step in right here. Only about 32K. It's a little bit of mix, right? You really got to break it down to see. But when I saw this guy come in right here with no more follow through, and then to me this is all algo, right? And then when you actually zoom in, you're seeing this price auction. All right, how they're auctioning the price. All right, these guys basically did this throughout the whole entire chart. Okay, it's very important to see how different names auction their price on the current order book, and then see how they're using offers and bids to pretty much give us our price action for the day. All right, so that's a super important. Um, it was phenomenal reads down here below, wherein sellers started to get absorbed first, and then just the games and the patterns, like, right, just really paying attention to the book, guys. Super important. Okay, all right. CISO. I want to go over this one. I saw that this one tried to reclaim. All right, but here goes a short pattern that I took right here. This is a high day clear out. Okay, I'll go over the zones real quick too, because it's just the way to go. All right. I'm gonna stay under like 10 minutes too. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. So daily, super important, right? Daily. This is a nice window gap. Okay. I mark this. I mark these all the time, right? And I label them daily window gap. Some supply right here. Okay. I didn't really go too much further into this. I really wanted to mark these zones and see where I was trading or taking my short position, right? As you can see, this thing is failing to get through this daily window gap area again and again. So when I saw this short setup right here, right, this thing was basically trying to, almost flag, right? Big flag right here. You can kind of see the 5. Pulled the 5 right here. Okay. All right. So this thing's trying to reclaim and trying to break out, right? But on the book, there is no true support. All right, there was a bidder right here, a front runner, and you can see them staying at 19 cents. All right, I can see some aggressive buyers come in to remove these offer liquidities, and as this thing consolidates, pulls back, there's no true bids on this. All right, there's not someone walking this up or any book flips that I talk about or anything like that in that nature. All right, this stock is also SSR, so there's a certain way to get filled, but yeah, that's the sauce for Mikey. Okay, very important too, right? Um, no support. So when I took my position short on this, I wanted to make sure that all these aggressive buyers were leaving the building. Okay, now it's time to zoom in a little because then there is no more appetite on the best offer, and this thing starts to come down, and then here goes our book flip right here. Okay, as you can see, there's 20 cents right here, right? And now as we're ticking, as soon as it breaks that 20, the book flips and it stays pretty heavy. Okay, this is a really great trade for me. I got sub 16s and 15s on this one. I pretty much had to close out my position against this guy right here. All right, I saw this guy kind of hanging out, right? I talk about seller absorption right here. This guy got absorbed, all right, and then there was pretty much no more follow through on this. As you can see, it starts to bounce, and this guy comes in again, and then again at close, all right, and then yeah, it's getting a little funky right here. Okay, we'll just see this. Okay, again, rejected that window gap, all right? So I'm going to keep this on watch for tomorrow. I don't know too much of what'll happen, but we still have some room into the 200s right here. So, maybe we'll get a day 2 move out of this, right? Kind of pulls back, consolidates in this daily supply, now becoming daily potential demand. We'll see what pre-market does, all right? Much love. Peace out, Mikey.